Okay guys, I'm going to be hosting on DevPro doing some duel commentary. I've got a lot of requests for a duel commentary, so I thought the best way to start this off would be showing people how I play Sylvans. This is one of the decks that I am happiest playing and that I play the most. And I thought I might as well show you guys because it's quite an interesting build. It doesn't use cards like Soul Charge or Miracle Fertilizer. It's a very monster heavy deck. It performs extremely well, and people just don't seem to play like this, which is quite surprising. So I'm just going to set my commentary mode. Opponent immediately knows what I'm playing. I'm not going to go on all in setting my Sylvan Blessing yet. People don't tend to play Sylvan Blessing and Guardy Oak in this deck. Guardy Oak I think is amazing for going for rank 6s and increasing your levels. Like for Spore, you can go for a 7 with it and possibly get out of rank 7. And then Sylvan Blessing is pretty good because you not only get to hand ditch, which is what Charity's for, get rid of anything useful and useless in the hand, but it's also a Monster Reborn trap, and you get it for a turn, which means you can. Oh man, I got rid of my field spell, which means you can use it during your opponent's turn to immediately get off an excavation. You know, if they summon BLS and you really don't want that BLS, you can get rid of it by getting rid of your martial leaf in hand and summoning a peacekeeper from the grave, for example. Okay, I am going to flip my Kumashruma. Yeah, I would love to use Kumashruma's effect. Come on, don't breakthrough skill this. I've had so many duels where people have breakthrough skilled my Sylvans recently. It's just like I didn't even know that many people ran the card. Okay, I'm gonna be playing against Yang Sings then. I'm gonna at least I can get rid of that. Either get rid of the back row or get rid of the. Shall I get rid of Yang Sing Unleashed? I would love to use all these effects if possible. I'm gonna get back the Malsylvania immediately. That's just like fine. I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of that nifty back row. If that's like another MSD, I'm gonna be really annoyed. I'll special summon Peacekeeper because it gets me another excavation. Now this deck, I just want to get off as many excavations early game as possible, and the fact that this is a very synchro heavy, not a very synchro, monster heavy deck means that I get off the excavations. Even if I haven't planned what's going to be on top of my deck, I just get off these excavations anyway. It's really great. No, they're just gonna go float, aren't they? Oh, they're gonna float forever. My friend's building Cosmic Dragons, and it's just like, yeah, I thought Sylvans take a long time to play, but goddamn, fortunate. Wait, why haven't even played? Oh, so basically it's just the dark one that's a level 5. Should have done this first, to be honest. Get off dem excavations though. Oh yes, I ditched an Amaryllis. Okay, Amaryllis I use in this deck. It gets sent to the grave on your excavations because it's a plant. It's an earth for your redox if you're running the E-Dragons, and you can use it for a tribute from the grave, which is great for if you're running Lotus Swain or Guardy Oak or even Hermitry, you know, if you have like a small monster on the field. I'm just gonna see what this guy's doing. Come on. Make a play. I dare you. I dare you to make a play. I've never actually had this matchup. I've never played Yang Sings versus Sylvans, so we'll have to see how it goes. No, not my Peacekeeper! He's gonna attack over Peacekeeper! No, you monster. Is he gonna do it? Oh, evil. No, I don't really care to be honest, but what is he going to do? I would love to use Malsylvania in the end phase. Oh, and I have a Spore Engrave and everything. Okay, my main tactic against Yang Zings is to get out Armades as fast as possible so that when you attack with it, they cannot float. Oh, no, I don't have it in this extra deck. Why have I got Catastrophe in this extra deck but Armades? Okay, I'm gonna go about this the hard way then. I am gonna have to try and go for a rear bounce back and monsters most likely. There's not much point going for Photon Strike Bouncer right now, which is actually possible. I could just go for Peacekeeper and then. Actually, no, yeah, I'll just go for Peacekeeper. That's great. send you. I don't want to chain another card. I would love to, but pretty sure I milled something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got Lone Fires in the grave. I'm not 100% certain. I should have checked that first. But let's see what happens. I kind of forget a lot during duels with Sylvans because they can seriously go on for a very long time. I'd love to use both of these decks, thank you very much. Yeah, see, I do have a Lone Fire. I thought I did. That defense move, though. I'd like to look at the top 3 if that's alright with you. I would like. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm about to Lone Fire. Just put in that order anyway. Get rid of that Lone Fire. None of that, none of that. Okay. What do I want? I could either go for my big bad beat stick or go for another. I'm gonna do early game setup and get out of Guardian Oak because 3 excavations a turn can be ridiculous. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I am getting a lot of monster effects. What am I gonna make this? I could make it a 7 and then use Redox. I'm very certain I've got 2 Earths engraved, surely. Okay, gonna make that a 7. I'm gonna try and bounce back their monsters, make yeah, I've certainly got it. I'll just banish the Amaryllises, I don't need them right now. Okay. So now I can not only go for Photon Strike Bouncer, which I will put in attack mode, but I can also go for Aurea! Wow, I'm really going off like really well this duel. I bet this guy's really fed up with me already. He's just like, wait, what? No, I would like to excavate. I don't know which one of these is the secondary effect. What do I do? Okay, it's written second in the card description, so I'm gonna go for the second one. Get rid of Redox. Select a number. I think this is right. Yes. Okay. Okay, I managed to get off 1 excavation, which is fine. I think bouncing back this is more of a nuisance because they can't normal summon it, and I know they're just gonna go off with the face down anyway, but like that's not even a problem. Okay, now that I've got a field that they're probably gonna Dark Hole, let's attack. Wait, what? What? I haven't even seen this card. Why wouldn't you? He's actually playing proper worms. Or worms. I'm calling them worms. It's much easier to pronounce. God damn, vanilla. I've seen this because is this a common in the set? I don't know. I've got to attack if able. Okay, we're gonna have to crash, which kind of sucks, but you know, at least get rid of his monster, and I have a 2700. I thought this would just be Yang Zings, but this guy is really playing a very cool variant. Huh. Yeah, she's playing Yang Zings plus Metaphys Armed Dragon. And also Unmasked Dragon. I think these are just like bulk cards because they want this this type, the worm type. Oh, I won! Oh man, that kind of sucks. I wanted to play out this duel. Oh man, I might just host again. See what I can do. Actually, do you guys want to see this deck? Okay, this is my Sylvan deck. I'm gonna go through it just quickly. Ooh, nope. Wanted to make that bigger, not smaller. Okay, I'm running 3 Hermitry. This is the beat stick, obviously. You want 3 of this because you will always be lone firing for it. And then you can use the field spell to ditch something on top of the deck, and then immediately excavate it with Hermitry and then get a draw. So it keeps hand advantage as well as getting you any excavation from the deck that you like. And then that opens up your opportunities like Felgrand for your rank 8s. I've got a couple of level 7s so that I can go for Aurea, which I think is one of the best monsters in it makes the deck so good. I mean, you can bounce back up to 3 a turn from the field, and Sage Courier you can special summon from your hand really easily. If something gets sent with a Sylvan gets sent to the grave, you can just immediately special summon it, and it gets back things like Sylvan Charity from the grave, which is just absolutely fantastic. I'm running Guardiog, obviously, for the early game setup of the 3 excavations a turn, so you can ditch so much in your grave, have loads of plays later. I've got a Fairy Lotus because games that drag, I'm so vulnerable to deck out because I've got so much monsters in this deck, so I'm just running one Fairy Lotus so I can get 5 back in the deck, usually Peacekeeper, so that then I can go for anything from my deck, and Hermitry, so that when I do Peacekeeper for Lonefire, I can get those monsters back. I'm running a single Blade Fender mainly just for level, same as Fairy Lotus. These are the only level 5s and 4s in the deck, so that I can then spore for different levels and make loads of different plays that opens up this huge extra deck of synchros as well as XYCs. Martial Leaf for your monster pops, and it's got decent attack for a level 3. Lonefire, enough said. Dandelion for your tributes, and yeah, for your Lonefire tributes even. Kumashrumo for your defense sets, so that you can get off 5. Usually, if you open up with Kumashrumo first turn, you will be very happy about it. Snuff Speed, so that you can ditch it with a field spell, immediately get your excavation. You've basically chosen anything from your deck and excavated it. And also, I find that this is almost works like a bit of a people complain about people use Upstart in this deck, and I think that's kind of ridiculous when Snuff Speed is an option because it can deck thin for you using its own effect. In fact, why have I got 41 cards in this deck? I can't remember what I took out quite recently to make this 40 cards. Double Spore, so that you can go with it for your Cherub Sprout, especially summon level 1 from plant type from your deck. Peacekeeper, because it's a monster reborn. Run 3 of it. People who aren't running 3 are really, really doing something wrong. Magical Merchant, because the card decks recently got changed for excavating. It still says on Dev Pro pick up cards from the top of your deck, but it does excavate now, and that means if you're running a very monster heavy variant of this deck, you can get off sometimes 20 card excavations and then immediately OTK. It can be absolutely ridiculous, and if you get this first turn, it's like Guardiog, it just gets so much setup, it's great. A Merry Release, obviously, for the tributes. Cherub Sprout for your level 1s. You're running so many level 1s in this deck. Spore, Snuff Speed, Peacekeeper, well, not Magical Merchant, that doesn't count. A Merry Release, Princess Sprout, it's just such a good idea to be running this. It's a free special summon from your deck. Princess Sprout becomes any level. You can go for so many XYZs and synchros with this. It's insane. Should probably be running 3. I'm pretty sure I am in a more updated version. Sylvan Charity, ridiculous draw power and hand thinning. Mount Sylvania, it's a great field spell. I'm not going to go through it all now, but it's get you excavations as well as being able to choose what you're going to excavate, which is great. And Sylvan Blessing, because not only does it put things back in your deck if you want them to be there, you can get out a Sylvan monster that is unaffected by other card effects for the whole turn, which people seem to underestimate. It can be really useful if you want to push for damage with a Hermitry and know that it's going to be completely safe. And it's also great for just if you want XYZ with it or synchro with it or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to take out this Catasta and put in our Armades. I think that's one of the best cards of the format at the moment. Because it just gets over so many decks. It gets over a lot of Shaddolls with their face downs, definitely gets over Yang Zings. It's just great, basically. What did I get rid of? I got rid of something from this deck, and it's gonna really frustrate me until I do. I'll just take out Snuff Speed for now. I think, that's a nice, neat rose now. I feel nicer about it. I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, if you like the way the Sylvan deck plays, drop me a comment, and I'd really like to hear from you guys about it. I'm sorry if this dragged on for a very long time, but I was really caught up in this deck. It's one of my favorites. Obviously I've made it in real life. I thrash my opponents with it in real life. It's very unexpected. Comes to them as a surprise. Not running Soul Charge and everything, and managing to keep hand advantage and stack the grave like a mother. But yeah, basically, I'll know this wasn't so much a duel commentary as a let's rescue cat ramble on for like 15 minutes. Holy crap, that's a long time. Sorry. Good luck, have fun. See you later.